My initial reaction to the lifetime ISA is positive. I think people need to be careful that it's going to meet their requirements before they go ahead and everyone jumps on the bandwagon taking one out. I believe it'll be benefiting those who are typically under 40 and running their own business, or those who are looking to get onto the housing market for the first time as first-time buyers. And just be wary that if you're looking to access the monies from the product early and you're not purchasing a property, so for retirement, then there could be a tax penalty to pay on there of up to 5%, and it's not accessible up until 60. But in general concept, I think it's a good thing that's come and been announced today.
I think it's a good idea. It just said any help from the government for helping individuals to buy their first home and given incentives. I think it's good tax planning opportunities for parents and grandparents to help their individuals out, or to help their children out, and for providing something other than sort of pensions going into retirement. I think it's a good tax planning opportunity for people.
I think the tax allowances announcements made today has been a very positive one. I think that it'll be greeted in quite good affair. I think the CGT capital gains tax rates falling are going to be very good news. So for high rate taxpayers falling from 28% down to 20%, and basic rate taxpayer allowance falling from the 18% down to 10% is excellent news. And I also think the reforms announced with the national insurance contributions of Class 2 to be quite good as well, although we'll have to see what that looks like in what guise. But overall, very, very good news and very encouraging for consumers, small business owners and clients.
I do think that the clients will be happy with the increases in personal allowance and the higher rate tax. Individuals trying to take money out of their pension pots, said increasing the threshold means they can have a bit more income at lower rates, and some of the individuals with the pension freedom rules as well being able to have the opportunity of taking up to 11,000, going up to 11,500 in the future, will benefit them going forward. I think the government is right in abolishing it, the money advice service, based on there's a few departments that seem to be overlapping, and advice seems to be provided from 3 different sort of sources, but providing the same sort of information. And the cost of financial advisors seems to be quite expensive for what they're providing. It's supposed to be a benefit to financial advisors and an opportunity for us all to be given more leads and opportunities, but it doesn't seem to be filtering through in that sort of way.
My personal opinion of the Chancellor deciding to abolish the money advice service is that most consumers and clients that I speak to haven't really utilised the service when I speak with them. So, and a lot aren't aware of what it is. So from that perspective, I think it's been underutilised, and also I'm aware that from a cost perspective, it's not making any money, so some question marks over that. So overall, from a personal perspective, probably the right decision. I would like to think that the Financial Advice Market Review would clear up once and for all what advice means to consumers, but I'm not convinced that it will. I think first we need to tackle what advice means to both consumers, clients and advisors, and make sure that there's parity in that side of things. Because I think there may be a differential between the two thought processes. I think for too long, the thought process is that advice is setting up products, whereas we don't really think like that. We think first you should do planning before you set up advice, because sometimes the advice might be not to set up a product at all, but you don't need to make any changes to your affairs or your arrangements or your holdings. So I would like to hope that they would distinguish and confirm once and for all what advice means, but we'll have to wait and see, because I'm not 100% certain that will be the case on this occasion.
No, I don't think the review is going to clear up advice. It said RDR came in 2 years ago, and individuals are still questioning the cost of advice and the difference between advice and guidance. There doesn't seem to be a clear path or picture for individuals of where to go and where best to get the recommendations. I think that I said if with the changes that's been suggested in the report, I think they said that the FCA will hopefully be working more with financial advisors to provide guidance or to provide IFAs with help on what sort of they see as the correct procedure for all of the clients. And if that works, then I think the confidence will come back from the consumer to seek advice going forward.